All right. Okay. Set up on this side now. You welcome in. Congrats on being first. And what's the great news? I see there is great news, but I do not know what thine great news is. I found someone's gonna help you get to the U.S. or someone.
Like... Spinner is no simple.
Oh, this is from
not the last time we'll hear of her.
Dude. That's a different photo save. This one. Oh, really? We're about to... You figured out what your plans are? You leave in 2 weeks? You're 100% sure now? Nice! Do you know where you're going? Oh, that's gonna be expensive as hell, dude. Oof. San Francisco is pricey as fuck. I mean, congrats, but at the same time, San Francisco's pricey. You doing what? Doing weddings? Think we finished the weddings? Oh. You know what you're gonna be doing in San Francisco, or do you still have to find a job when you get there? I agree. I get it. A step is a step. It's just, it's like jumping in at it's like jumping in at hard mode. So yeah, it's like there's a difference between, it's like, hey, it is a step, but that's like a 4-foot step. It's gonna be harsh. But hey, I got faith in you, man. We might have to refigure Fortnite then. Because if you're working hotel or whatever, they're gonna put you on weekends. Guarantee it.
I came for you, Vasilisa. I'll get you to Pakcha. And you, Yegor Yevlampevich, will get to Vilgard. Get ready. I'll wait for you at the gates.
Because if you're gonna be hotel restaurant just to get a initial job, it's gonna be you're gonna be yeah, they're gonna be putting you weekends for sure. Oh yeah, but you're still gonna need work. It's not like you can be like, hey, when I find one. Yeah.
You reach the bride's izba with the light of dawn. The changeling girl sits under the icons and starts a long ritual of saying farewell to the maidenly headband. The bridesmaids chant, Uzhyasyaduka Maladyoshenka. The bride hands out red satin ribbons.
Out of the way. Text. I mean, from my experience, restaurant work tends to be better for money, but I mean, California is so expensive. I don't know how much tipping gets affected. I know I like the thought of living in California is just hurts my wallet. They're way over expensive for no good reason. The only reason their economy hasn't tanked is because they're part of the US. And they're one of the driving inflation forces in the US. Freaking worthless state. Sorry, I got nothing good to say about California. I hate the state and how they run the place and how they fuck up everybody else. And then you're like, but we're so great. It's like, you guys cause all the problems, you assholes. But I digress. Here we go with at least his Saturday is his day off too. Yeah, unfortunately, like just for I've had a good amount of experience in restaurants and the hospitality industry, and generally Saturdays, Sundays are non-negotiable. Like, you must be available. Sundays, if you can prove it's religious, but then they put you on absolutely every Friday too. Like, their busier times are when other people are relaxing, so it's why we don't really see Umpy playing games with us on Saturdays, is because he works in a restaurant. I think, if I remember correctly, he's a restaurant. Because he can't really, like, he's working most of those times, and when he's not working, he's doing something. Taking that day and using it for one of the few he gets. Repair, you think you'll look for a physical job?
The ritual drags on, and the guests have yet to arrive. The sounds of the last wailings quiet down close to the evening. The bridesmaids begin dressing the bride in the wedding gown, and you decide to look once more for cursed items in the yard while waiting for the guests.
Immunity to curse. Immunity to spell disease paralysis. Deals 2 damage each turn. And improves our waste. Improves the healing. Extra defense per page. 15 health. Strengthen the status of ward +1. Also, their house is not that big, so you don't even know if you're gonna be able to play at all. Well, that sucks. Once you're there, you need to check. Yeah. Well, hopefully. Hopefully you're able to. Because the negative will be, like for me personally, would be that you won't be able to play Fortnite, which means that my only consistent co-player will be out. They'll have to figure out what else to do. Because as I said, I'm not a big Fortnite fan playing solo. That one. Yeah.
You go down into the
But
yard.
it happens.
It looks empty and grim without wedding
Hey, if you're
guests.
able to, you're able to. If you're not, you're not. It's
This
fine.
roof was home to an evil spirit for many years. You jump from a sudden rustling. You think you heard it coming from one of the haystacks, but which one?
I said, your actual real life is more important than the online gaming and stuff. It's fine. I can sit there and start trying to figure other plans. Is this literally supposed to be guess the haystack? Lily, how goes it? It's going okay. I'm just trying to figure out which haystack I should check. The small haystack and the large one.
Was the noise coming from this haystack or the other one? In the dry grass, you find your old acquaintances lying in wait and grab them both by the scruff of their necks.
Let me go! Vasya, you again!
What are you planning here?
Sorry, Vasya. We were trying to ambush an evil Khaldun, not you.
Someone has been here for sure. We've been watching all night and saw it. He sneaked in and planted an Ikota on the wedding.
Oh, Christ in heaven! Not an Ikota!
It's alright. I'll protect you. Khalduns have no business cursing weddings.
Thank you for the carrot. You bring good news and then you bring carrots. I see how it is.
What Khaldun did you see?
He sneaked in at night. Satan himself, I swear by God.
The gates opened by themselves, and the Arden seals were flying around.
It means Chorts were moving it.
And he himself didn't look like a Khaldun. He was dressed as a townsperson.
He started to whisper. It was so fast and so frightening. It was so dark, we almost couldn't see anything.
Where are?
She likely won't find it by herself.
Stop whistling.
This flute must be good against the Khalduns.
So he ran, and we decided to change our hiding spot in case he'd be back. And you came.
What did that Khaldun do?
He whispered a lot and did something with his hands.
I think he was scattering cursed items.
We'll help you find them, Vasya.
She likely won't find it by herself.
All right, if you want to help, go right ahead.
Yes, small children, help us find the cursed items.
Petka, look in this haystack for a peapot with 9 peas. You, Akulina, look in that haystack. And I'll search the yard. All clear?
Clear. He likely won't find it without us.
All right, Vasilisa.
The chest contains snowy white bed sheets for the newlyweds. They must be given to the house of the groom once you go to the izba. You cut into the lining and, to your horror, find something furry inside. You find a dried bear paw that emanates dark sorcery. You hide this new artifact in your bag, as if against your will. The chest contains snowy white bed sheets for the newlyweds. They must be given to the house of the groom.
Beer. Leftovers from yesterday.
You closely inspect the floor. To your horror, you find a patch of burned dog hair. You remove it with a zagavar and throw it away in disgust. Petka suddenly calls out to you.
Vasha, I found it, I think.
I too found some traces of the curse. You and I both have some. That's a lot. What do you have, Akulina?
Huh.
Well, it doesn't matter if you don't have any.
I found some Vasa, also a pod.
Quite a few curses. Powerful Khaldun is involved here.
The children look at each other worrisomely.
Give me those pods. Who knows what else is our enemy capable of? A curse? Will he summon Chorts? A mortal threat.
You jump from the sudden knock at the gates. The children...
I'm doing good, Mew. I'm doing good. Steam had some issues when I first tried to go live, so I had to delay a little bit. I hope Steam is actively back up, but yeah. But it was basically it wasn't connecting to the servers in order to save your games and all. So I was like, well, that could be an issue.
You open the gates before the surprised guests.
I don't have time for ransoms. Go get your bride upstairs. I need to speak to the Master of Ceremonies.
You seem alarmed, Vasilisa.
I found so many cursed things right now. Someone powerful is trying to curse this wedding.
You tell old Yegor about your discoveries.
You can't stop the wedding now.
Yeah, it was just the timing of it was annoying.
But why? Wait, I'll tell Nikolai.
Old Yegor forcefully grabs your arm.
Hold there. Do you want to spoil their wedding? If you stop the procession right now, their whole life could go sideways.
Yes, but what if we're stopped on our way down the aisle? No one knows how all these curses turn out.
That's your task, Matchmaker, to guard the procession against it. If it stops, then yes, only God knows what will happen.
Also, another good news, you don't know even how, you fixed your Fortnite lag. At least it runs smoothly now. See, there you go, good job. Not sure how you did it either. I just realized if you're moving in 2 weeks, I'll be overseas when you're moving.
Don't bother the betrothed. Do your job. And I will do mine. We'll teach Fechka some Zagavars. He may learn something yet.
Yeah, this coming Thursday, I'll be flying to Taiwan. I mean, I've said it before. I guess people don't listen to me. But I'll be in Taipei for 3 or 4 days, and then I'll be in Kyoto for 3 or 4 days, maybe I think it's 4, and then I'll be in Osaka for the rest, and then I'll come back. I'll be back on the 22nd. Probably won't stream till the 23rd or 4th, 24th probably. Give myself a full day.
All right, Grandpa.
Let's go. We need to bless them on their way.
All the guests gather in the Izba. After the blessings of
I'll be
Nikolai
bringing my
and his
laptop.
bride,
I'll see
the
if I can do
procession
any
departs
streams
to
while I'm
Vilgort,
overseas.
to the Church of the Trinity.
It's just a trip. It's not really. It's a vacation, but not really. Like I'm not. It's if I'm able to stream, I'll probably stream a little bit while I'm out there. But it's more just I want to see places. Like, there's no business trip to it. I am watching our current financial market, which is tanking.
This girl sure is lucky, right?
Yes, few can return from another world. She wouldn't have done it by herself. We helped her. So is the case with the other dead. They can't get back by themselves.
So Kolya wouldn't pull her out without you, right?
Without me or Grandpa, unlikely.
You know, I've been thinking. In a way, you also pulled me out from the grave.
No way. What are you talking about? I saved your ass. You were about to die.
If you didn't come that night to the pothouse, Shorts would have killed me.
What's he thinking?
Yes, I think that's how it happened.
Yeah.
I've heard what the girls in Vilgard have been saying. That you didn't want to become a witch. But you did become one, right? And so I've been thinking, you did it to help your betrothed.
Why would you think that?
You and your grandpa are taking me for a fool. But I see lots of things. The dead men can go back by themselves, right? I visited lots of evening gatherings. I saw how much you loved him. So I think you decided. Vasya, stop this nonsense. Nothing good will come of it. You brought back that girl, but she never died. She was kidnapped, right? I was quite close to being dead. But she betrothed. Is dead.
Quit running your mouth. You don't understand anything.
You don't understand me.
Wait, don't be angry. I'm not joking. I came close to seeing the afterlife. There's no coming back from there. And your chords constantly beg you for a walk, right? So how many people have you cursed already?
A lot.
Not so many.
No, I've cursed a lot. Whoa. I have cursed a ton of people. Let's not get this one wrong, folks. Those people are we just cursed 2 more at the start of this stream.
And what's next? Sooner or later, they'll get hungrier and hungrier and start dragging our souls to the grave.
Dan, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm Omega now.
I've listened closely to many stories.
Let go of my
Your
Omegos.
church will also drag you
How you
to
doing,
hell,
Dan?
along with who knows
Next
how many
Thursday,
bastards.
I fly out to Taiwan. Let me know if there's any places you guys think I should go check out and get pictures of. I might bring my stuff and try to do a live stream, but I doubt it. Because I do have like a the holder for the phone, so I could try that. But last time I tried to stream live, it didn't work. But at the very least, I'll make sure I take pictures.
You may be right. The Chorts constantly ask for work. If I give them some slack, they'll ruin everything they see. But what else can I do? You're saying my Chorts will be the death of me. You can't know my fate. And you don't know his fate.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's still from Arizona though. But I'll shoot him a message and see if he has any suggestions.
That's right. I don't. But I decided to make my own fate. You have your fate. You heard the Troika, so that's your fate. Maybe it wasn't a trick. But I have it differently. You remember how I stole from the shop? It wasn't the first time. I've done lots of similar things. I think maybe I should quit this kind of life. Start a household. I know it's not as fun or exciting. You saved me. so I wanted to ask your advice. You were nowhere after all. What do you think?
He probably has. I'll still ask him. You barely know the place you lived your entire life. I don't know if you should take suggestions from you. I mean, the thing is I'm not good at advising people where they should go around here either. But I don't really look like at where I live as a tourist place, even though I'm right next to DC. You have the Smithsonian, you have all the Capitol, like you have all the stuff right there to do. But I'm like, I live here, so it's easy. It's better to ask people who have traveled and visited places than people who live in those places in a way. Because unless the person lives there and acts like a tourist, and like those regular trips to check out the area, the only thing you really want to get from locals is places to eat, places to drink, places to maybe like run into people that might be good or bad, like that type of information. But like interesting places to check out, like touristy type stuff, locals aren't as useful.
Well, Fetka, I've always told you to abandon your life of pleasure.
Yeah, be miserable, Fidka. Places to run into questionable people. Yes, exactly.
All right, I'll try. Old habits die hard.
I'm expecting an interesting trip. Ugh.
Next thing you'll know, I have my own household.
But like one of the things that I've been watching is the exchange rate with the yen right now has gotten. It's better for like Luna, but it's worse for like me. It went from 160 to 1 to 146 to 1 right now. It'll probably, if I'm gonna guess, if everything finance-wise continues what it did today into next week, then by the time I'm in Japan, the exchange rate should be something like 135 to 140. But that would mean that the economy here is going. So there'd be other things to be worried about than the exchange rate.
You better remember these words of yours.
I will. I'm not old enough to have a bad memory.
Fedka grins and flings the reins. Pakcha village is surrounded by mist, and the road to Vilgert lies ahead of you. You think that if someone wanted this wedding ruined, he wouldn't be stopped this easily. You look around anxiously and prepare for the worst.
If you ask me about Hong Kong, you'd be more used to me, but it'd be easier if you had someone with you. Yeah, I'm just traveling alone. I'll be meeting up with like Kolgath, Zolite,
Soon,
maybe Luna,
Cold Creek Ford.
In Japan,
Yours and the bride's
when I'm in Osaka, but other than that, I'm pretty much solo the rest of it.
Isn't so lucky. One of
No,
the
in
wheels
Rinks.
hits a stone.
I should meet up with Rinks. I have white cheddar Cheez-Its for Rinks. I have ranch packets in Old Bay for Zoe. I'll bring something for Luna. You know. Oh, is it translating Kolgath as coal gas?
You look around and notice demon eyes in the dark. Fedka gives you a questioning look. What should you do with the rest of the guests?
Hop off and help?
You hop off the cart and open the black book. Fedka passes the reins and hops off too. You need to depart as soon as possible so as not to fall behind the wedding procession. The music.
I mean, I'll be hanging out with coal gas. What can I say? Gonna be hit with 11. That one. Do we have any key ones that I want? That just heals repeatedly. But I'll get that every round. But it would heal me 8 per round. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, they won't let me put it on the other one. Okay, okay. Because I was going to put it on the one that allows you to cure up. I'll throw it on that one. Colgav is a new hybrid form of natural energy. I mean, if he eats enough beans, maybe. I'll kill him. I don't have. I'll be getting hit by 7, maybe. Might be able to get out of getting damaged up. I might be take 4, which would mean I'm not gonna get hurt. Depends on this next combination of attacks. Yep, he's gonna die on his turn. Numbers worked out perfectly. He won't get through the shell, which means he's up for death. Do I need? How much healing do I need? I am perfectly good health, so bloop, bloop. Let's see. How do we want to kill this guy? Knock, knock, knock. That should be all she wrote for that poor little dude. Yep. Oof. This one's good, but okay. Let's ask a question, see if chat can help me decide. If Gogas and Mew, if you're there, anybody else who might want to interject, do we care about the number of sins we build? Do we care? Okay. Then in which case, we're not going to take this one. Well, we're already at like 170 sins, and we're building them up rapidly, so we might be at a point of no return somewhere along here. To be fair, I did start a second playthrough the other day where I'm not using my chorts, and I'm just kind of trying to be a saint. And it's going okay. But, oh man, fights are a lot harder when you got all those chorts working against you. Let's go with... Well, we'll double curse even though I don't have any right now.
The cart is finally fixed, and you quickly catch up to the procession. The peasants didn't see the Chorts, but they noticed you whispering.
Yeah, I don't...
Zoggerverse. Now they are looking at you.
Yeah, Lily, my rule still applies that I'm not allowed to look up game information beforehand. Once I beat it, I can look up whatever I want. But the first playthrough, I'm not allowed to look up anything. I have to rely on chat, and I have to rely on the game. And obviously, the no spoilers thing still stands. I kind of figured that the sins would determine the ending once they started building up. But because we did the Quarter of Fate for the first day, there's one particular scene where we got 50 sins because we left the child to die on a sacrificial shrine. So, I mean, the Quarter did it. We didn't. Chat and I didn't. We were innocent. We didn't say leave the child, but the Quarter of Fate said leave the child on the sacrifice. But, you know, I mean, we're innocent. The rest of us were innocent. Oh, I gotta check the book and remove the page that it just added. I don't have any curses in my book currently. I'll have to look at making another book that has curses in. Like, that's why we're at 131. Okay, we're not as bad sin-wise as I thought. I thought we were at 180. We're only at 130. But we do have, like, 5 chorts right now, and they're definitely just, you know, out there running roughshod over the real estate.
The wedding train reaches the shadows of the gloomy trees of the Crooked Forest. Strange sounds escape the evening darkness. It appears the mysterious Khaldun cursed this road as well.
Well, in my other playthrough, I have 1. I've gotten a good ways in, and I'm only at 1 curse. Or 1 sin. And again, I still can't look up information because I have yet to beat the game. So it's all playing off of trying to be good.
Your suspicions prove correct. Although you have known this forest since you were a child, the road meets a fork that you have no memory of. Looks like the turn on the right is used more often than the one to the left.
That's the... Okay. The audio just said the opposite of what the text reads. Is that intentional? Because now I'm confused as to which of these to pick. The audio said the turn on the right's used more often than the left, and the text says the one on the left is used more often than the one on the right. Going by the text, I was going to probably click go right. But now I'm thrown. Okay, chat. You pick one. Whichever gets the most votes wins. Mew, Dan, Lily. And I'm still curious if the audio is meant to be different from the writing. Because it's like the audio just said the exact opposite of what the writing says. And I'm wondering if that's supposed to be intentional from like the game like doing it. Well, that's why I was. It's not. It's more of like, did they misread it, or like in which case, which one is the correct version? Is the writing correct or the audio correct? Because I want to go to the path that is the less used looking. But now I'm like, I think the text is, in which case I'll go to the right. But if the audio is the correct one, then I want to go to the left. You see where my issue is? I want to go down the less used path, but I don't know which one's supposed to be right now. Okay, we're gonna go with the text being correct, and hopefully we
Another
choose.
fork. To the left of you, the forest parts, and to the right, the road loops back around. Your suspicions prove correct. Although you have known this forest since you were a child. Another fork. To the left of you, the forest parts. The road stops at a wide glade. While the wedding procession is turning around, you have some time. Another fork. To the left of you, the forest parts. And to the right, the road. Your suspicions prove correct. You don't recognize the last fork either. The road to the left looks like it's submerged in darkness, and you see some moonlight above the road to the right.
You know what? Quarter of fate. Heads 1, tails 2. Screw it. I was wrong the first time. Let's do whatever.
Your suspicions prove correct. Although you have known this fork, you don't recognize the last fork either. You arrive at another fork. The road to the left lies through a thick forest.
We picked wrong every single one of these, by the way.
Trees.
Every path.
This road goes back, but it is overgrown with firs. You don't recognize the last fork either. The road to the left looks like it's submerged in. You arrive at another fork. Finally, the forest is behind you. Vilgurt is close, so you decide.
We literally took the wrong turn at every single one of those intersections. Every single intersection, we did the wrong turn. we checked every one of them by accident. Oy, oy, oy.
Mikhail's crossroads look unfamiliar. You feel as if you have entirely lost your sense of direction. You can't tell north from south. It's as if you are standing at this crossroads for the first time. You decide to resort to sorcery. You quickly whisper the words of the Zagaver and listen.
Mythological and pagan world view the future as predetermined by destiny. This is why one could glimpse the future from divinations. During calendar holidays, when the borders between worlds grow thin, sorcery is considered to be especially effective. In a place of transition such as crossroads, sorcery might become even more reliable. Thus, at crossroads at night during Yuletide divinations, one could hear hints regarding the future. Sounds of woodcutters' axes told of a coffin death was constructing, while the sounds of jingle bells told of a fast approaching wedding. So we're heading toward the bells. You hear the sound of bells from the left, sounds of an axe from the right, and mournful wailing ahead.
You chose the right way. You make no mistake in choosing the road. This task is right down your alley. The road to Vilgurt passes by uneventfully, and you have a chance.
One of these times, we're going to play one of these choice games, and we will truly only allow the Quarter of Fate.
Of the Trinity.
I don't know which game. We might do it as a replay on this one and just solely let. Although in this one, I really want to do more of the fights, and that's kind of why I created another playthrough, because I felt like the Quarter of Fate ran away too much. But like one of those decision games where it does, like maybe Mass Effect. Maybe we'll play Mass Effect and we'll let the Quarter of Fate decide our character good and evil stuff. might do that. That actually sounds fun. Cause it'll just change like the good and evilness of your character and a couple other things, but the truth is you can still play Mass Effect without. Or like, or what are those storytelling games? Like the Quarry or things like that. Put suggestions in the Discord if you're already in the Discord. If not, !Discord, you can join it. But put in suggestions for games we can do with the Quarter of Fate. Just go in and send a message, or you can directly message me. But yeah, that'd be fun. We could either have an all chat decision making, or we can have an all Quarter of Fate decision making. And we can see how well the Quarter of Fate does.
Vasilisa, stop the procession!
Alexander, we can't. It's a bad omen.
And all chat picks every answer sounds interesting. If I could get chat to be active for it, that's the thing. If I only have 1 or 2 people in chat, then it becomes a 1 or 2 person. But if we get all of chat together, but we'd have to find a game where we have enough time for chat to make a decision. That's the other issue, because some of those games have timers on the decision making. So we'd have to find a game that we could give chat the time.
I suppose I can hide it now. No time to argue. I intend to curse your wedding procession, and I'm willing to see it through.
What? Are you telling me that everything you do is based on science?
I can leave it be, but only if you give me the book.
I can't give you the book, you know that!
Then it's the only way.
You knew he was a bad guy. You're about to battle with another Khulduun. Khulduuns also weave their Zagravas using pages. The one who makes a Zagrava out of fewer pages, excluding firm pages and gestures, goes first. A hostile Khulduun may read his spell before you. You have to choose between reading a longer Zagrava and allowing your enemy, who might make a shorter and weaker Zagrava, to go first in a round. Goes first, he has less pages in his Zagrava than you. He'll go first. Okay, so shields only work if I go first. That's important to know. I was not aware of that particular feature. Damn, he's going first again. Alright. So that's my new sound effect for when I know ads are coming. So in a few minutes here, we'll have an ad break for 3 minutes. That's to get rid of pre-rolls, and then I will see everybody back here. I don't plan on stopping this fight, but I doubt I'll be done this fight before the ad break is done. My TKs are basically nothing each turn. Okay. So he'll hurt. He'll shield. Shooting. We should still be able to win this one. Shrimp, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. Good morning, Shrimp.
Give me the book, Vasilisa, and the guests will be safe.
They have nothing to fear. I'll protect you.
Yeah, he's not gonna win this one, so sucks to suck, buddy, but what are you getting into today, Shrimp? You don't know yet? You loaded up Valheim because you saw Lunity playing it. I don't know if she's playing on her own server, if she's playing with other people or whatnot, but I saw her playing it the other day. Or is she playing on your guys' server? Not with you all? Yeah. Probably with her other friends. I don't know. I might play Valheim again in the not too distant future, but it'd be after we finish Enshrouded. Like I'd do it with the other guys for my normal one, and we'd set up a server like we've done before.
I don't want to hurt you, Vasilis.
You've been lying like the devil himself, and now you want me to...
You know, he can say whatever he wants. We're whooping his ass, so let him talk. I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna lose the fight anymore. You just had the one ad. I don't really understand how some of the stuff's going lately. But he's gonna hit me for 18. I'm gonna heal for 20 on my shot, and then his minions won't be able to touch me, so I'm not worried about his minions. He, on the other hand, is now not doing so hot.
Give up. For the entire wedding.
Not if I stop you.
I mean, my health regen is more than he does damage. As long as he doesn't do enough damage to kill me in a turn, I can let him hit me first every time. Because my ward built up enough that his minions won't hurt me. So the build, the deck build that I have right now is a slow builder deck. So as long as I can survive like a lot of the initial, and they're not, even if they're using waste, I do have the one spell to remove it.
Alexander's driver notices that his master is weakened and strikes the horses. The carriage drives
Welcome back
away.
from ads.
With horror, you realize that his last Zagavers weren't directed at you, but at the procession. The horses lose their footing, and the first carts overturn with a terrible crash. The world around you turns into a cacophony of screams.
We failed. Game's over. The wedding was ruined. Ruined.
Alexander's curse hits the weakened wedding procession and slices through it. Some of the wedding guests turn into wolves and run into the forest. Others have lost consciousness or are injured from the crash. You notice old Yegor.
So we won the fight but lost the war.
Several Zagavers later, and your mentor comes to his senses.
Grandpa! Grandpa, you're alive?
Vasilisa! Oh, Jesus, my head hurts.
Wait, I'll whisper a bit.
No time. What's happened to the procession? Was it cursed after all?
Yes, many of the guests were turned to wolves.
So they were. I wasn't seeing straight. I saw how Fedka was turning.
I'll get that, Alexander. Oh, but what should we do now?
Shush, don't whine. There's no time to think about that lad now. First, we fix the wedding. That's all right. You'll catch the wolves and heal them. Next thing you know, the seal will be broken.
How will I find them? Even my chorts may not be able to find the cursed.
We'll find them. I have this old friend of mine, a hunter.
Convenient. He's got a lot of convenient old friends. But something what he said last time we played this, something what somebody else said to him, another Khaldun, said to him, made me wonder if he set his own granddaughter up to save his own soul, because he like the other guy was like, I was tricked in. It was the skull. He was like, I was tricked into taking the whatever from their grandparent or parent. But they were like, yeah, but it's okay. And I'm like, wait, so does that mean we took on the grandfather's curse? It's for him when he that's why he pushed us to become a witch.
Find out who's missing.
Because that's kind of fucked up if you think about it.
The wounded. Then we'll get ready for the road.
How did they turn into wolves? No one has heard of such thing for 100 years or more.
Well, your friend there cast a strong curse, and then you were right. Fedka is not very knowledgeable for a best man.
How do I lift the curse?
You need special herb, Cuckoo's Tears. It grows deep in the forest, in the Leshy's domain. I think this hunter of mine will give you a hand with the herb as well.
So Fedka turned also?
Yes, there is his accordion. At first I thought I was seeing things.
What do we do with the bride and groom now?
They'll manage. I'll teach them a couple of secret prayers.
Who's that friend of yours?
Just a hunter. I'll tell you at home.
Vasilisa, my head is dizzy. Where is Nikolai?
I can't see him. Listen.
He's also been transformed. Oh, I seem to be destined to go return to evil spirits.
Don't lose hope. I'll go after him and the rest of the guests. I know I failed at protecting the wedding, but I'll try to fix it.
Looks like you were right about Fedka. I should have listened to you.
He's not the one who ruined the wedding. That was another Khaldun. That's all right. I'll deal with him. As soon as I get Nikolai back, you'll make it to the church. I'll set your life straight.
I hope that God will help you, Vasilisa.
I get confused a little bit also because they're like, you're giving up your soul to be a witch, but at the same
Some
time,
horses have fled. Only the bravest of them all have stayed.
At the same time, everybody's like, "Oh, God help you." It's like, but does God still respect? Like, is this a Russian Orthodox Church belief system thing, or is it something I'm missing?
Vasilisa, my daughter fell. Help her! In the name of God, I beg you!
Your friend, the Ikotnitsa, is lying here. Akulina has lost consciousness. It seems the girl is hurt. Akulina comes to her senses and with difficulty stands on her feet.
Oh, Vasya, have you healed me?
Aquilina, you're alive! Oh Lord, oh Jesus!
She's going to be all right now. Akulina, have you noticed where the wolves went?
I haven't. I don't remember anything since I fell. I can't see Piotr anywhere. He must have been turned too.
Your mother will bring you home. Rest there.
All right, Vasya.
Ready to go back. You can barely stand upright.
To the Izba. We failed to protect the wedding because, well, I guess it was meant to be.
Vasilisa,
But still,
get up. It's morning already. We need to hurry while the wolf tracks are still fresh. I told you yesterday about my friend, the hunter. He is a master of his craft. He can track any beast.
These aren't exactly beasts.
And the hunters aren't exactly simple folk. They're knowers of their own sort. Some are friends with the Leshy, others know Zagavars. This one is called Ayrat, a smart man. Lives near Cherding.
You think he'll help me?
He will. When you meet him, tell him I sent you. We had a deal. I give him the stuff, and he owes me one.
How do I find the guests?
You and Ayrat will follow the tracks.
I also need to talk to Alexander.
No point. He must have fled. If I were him, I would stay away from you.
You're right, Grandpa. The moment we took on the next seal, the wolves showed up. As if the devil himself arranged it.
I don't know. If anyone helps us, it must be some power from above. Satan
Or
can
below.
only spoil things, and forces of light wouldn't curse a wedding. Mysterious are his ways. Who knows? Who knows?
You think I can break the curse with the wedding guests?
Only you can find it out.
Where can I find your friend?
Ayrat lives close to Cherding. You'll learn about him in the town, in the hunting shop there. It's summer now, so he shouldn't be wandering in the woods. To cure the wolves, look for a cuckoo's tears herb. You should find it in the forest. And above all,
All right, Grandpa.
he's really insistent on this seal, but I feel like he's just trying to curse us. Yeah. I see you. I see you with the pickle redemption. All right, shrimp. See what you're up to. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Every other less 6 to all. I don't really understand the to all portion. That mean every page? I need something else with bless on it for me to understand that one real quick. There it is. See, this says 2. Nothing changes. So if anybody knows what the to all portion means, feel free to let me know. But like this is bless 6 to all versus bless 6. Might buy this one, but not actually. I need a Pushka. Salamanada is like a first tier one, right? But that one. Drop a Grisha? Stone. I could take this one. All right. Maybe I'm buying here. Because I have one of each of those. We'll hold. This will be good enough for now. For now, we'll keep it at that. Hello, visitor. Welcome.
Greetings, kind host. We bear gifts, a fine rooster for you, which should prove useful for the household.
Greetings. Come sit by the table. Need any help?
Oh, we have a disaster on our hands in our village of Klepnikova. Oh, the things that have happened. We must have made Aleshi angry. Yesterday, a shepherd was looking after our cattle, and a pack of wolves jumped him. Scared halfway to death he was. They wanted to kill him along with the animals, but he threw his accordion at them. He wants to be a musician, and a wolf tore at it instead. The
Kind of
man
wolves.
ran as fast as he could. He barely made it.
I think I can deal with that pack.
Then there is this strange thing. One of the wolves, our shepherd has a sharp eye, was wearing a jacket. Holy Mother, Lord Jesus.
All right. I'll have...
Oh, thank you, mistress. I won't forget it.
Bokcha village. All right, chums, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Half the village has gathered in front of yesterday's bride. The peasants are violently knocking on the gates. Looks like you've come just in time. The situation is getting hotter with every minute.
Come out, Agafia! Bring out your girl, that cursed witch!
I'll beat her so hard she'll bring our kin back right away. I heard it's a potent remedy.
Why have you gathered here? It's late. Go back to your homes.
Who are you, girl?
She's a witch from Vilgard. Don't expect kindness from her.
Well, let's beat her first. That'll probably remove the curse from the wedding guests.
Stop. There are no guilty people here. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Never trust a witch. That's what my pa used to say.
It seems that the peasants are hostile. How can I convince them otherwise? You think she wanted to ruin the wedding?
Hey, I got an achievement.
She wanted to get married as soon as possible. Why would she hurt her guests? She didn't transform the procession. Some man did it. Many people saw it. Ask those who weren't turned.
All right. We believe you this time. But you better bring back my son.
I'm going to lift the curse. Soon everyone will be at home.
After discussing your arguments, the peasants disperse. One old lady even blesses you and gives you some milk. The bride opens the gates and thanks you for your help.
In trouble.
While hurrying to Vilgard, you walk onto the main road and see a dark whirlwind coming your way. In a moment, you realize it to be a short swarm and open the black book.
You're confronted by a whole swarm of shorts. They won't back down until you drive them away by force. Each slain short will be replaced by a new one until the swarm is depleted when the counter reaches 0. You win when the swarm is depleted and all shorts on the battlefield are dead. Five, 6, 9, 11 damage coming in. Against stuff, right? Wait for that. So those all remove positive status effects. So really no reason to worry about any of that. No need to heal. Sure. So ward will get cleared